Right then, it's the summer, it's transfer season, it's rumours time. Let's address some of them that have broke this weekend, starting with Bruno Guimarães making a move from Newcastle to either Manchester City or reports to Arsenal as well. Jules, what's going on? Oh, Jules, I hope you can hear us because this is quite a segment where you're quite important.
Yeah, I can. No, you're back. But
Thank goodness.
Again, please.
Bruno Guimarães, where's he going to go?
Yeah, that's the question. We know there's a release clause of 100 million euros, which is a lot of money. I think that release clause finishes at the end of June, so all this month. After that, it could be more, it could be maybe slightly less. Even now, with the release clause, it could be a bit less if Newcastle really feel like they have to sell. Obviously, he's a massive player for them. He's under contract until June 2028, so there's a long-term contract for him because he renewed not that long ago. I don't know. I don't think Manchester City maybe have that money right now. They might get it if they let some players go. From an Arsenal point of view, they certainly can't go and sign Bruno Guimarães right now for 100 million euros. This is not, I don't think this is part of the plan unless they sell, and they will have to sell first. So this is a long shot, I think, for both. And from a Newcastle point of view, if there's one player really that you want to keep, is him. I think you would, if you have to really balance the books, which is very likely they have to do this summer, especially with no Champions League next season, for example, then I think they might look at other options because Guimarães, like Isak, really, and I guess Anthony Gordon are the three that they really can't do without next season if they want to go back into the Champions League position.
Yeah, with your Newcastle away, Shaq, you don't want to see him leaving.
No, absolutely. And of the three mentioned, I think that if Newcastle fans had a choice of keeping one and losing two, they keep Bruno Guimarães. For a number of reasons. His performances simply really have been that good for Newcastle United. And also, after Kieran Trippier, Bruno Guimarães was his second signing when they were down near the bottom, and all of a sudden that rejuvenated the football club. So there's an emotional tie to Bruno Guimarães as well. The other two, you feel in the market, you can get goal scorers, you can get pacey wingers, but Bruno Guimarães and his energy, his function through midfield, I'm not sure is easily replaced.
From one Bruno to another, Jules. Bruno Fernandez to Bayern Munich.
Well, so that's different. I mean, we'll talk about Bayern Munich after, but from a Bruno Fernandes point of view, there have been kind of rumours, and even he had to come out and say, well, he said something that was misquoted or mistranslated or misinterpreted about his future, saying that he will see after the Euros, but if United don't match his ambition, then maybe he could be leaving the... So I doubt this one to Bayern, but this is something that came out in Portugal, the two main newspapers, O Jogo and A Bola, reporting this. So it could easily come from the Bruno Fernandes camp, maybe to just wake up a little bit what's happening at Manchester United, to say, hey, it's time to wake up because, you know, if you don't match our ambition, then we might look somewhere else.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you're Bruno Fernandes, what are you thinking, Ali?
Well, I think he told us what he was thinking a couple of weeks ago when he said, essentially, I want to feel wanted. I want to feel the love. I want to feel appreciated. Which, look, we had the discussion during that show, Shaq. I tell you what that means. I want to get paid, is what that is. For professional players, feel appreciated and feeling the love is not a hug. It's pay me. He wants to get paid. And I don't know what if you're Manchester United, and I said back then, I'll say now, I don't know that if you're Manchester United, you're building around Bruno Fernandes long term. Is he the player, the profile, and the personality to build around if you are Manchester United? I don't think so. I wouldn't do it. So he's got to be careful with this game that he's playing, in that he may just tuck himself into a situation in which Manchester United don't feel like they want to invest in him. And I don't know, as Jules was just saying, that he really fits into what Bayern Munich are trying to do. Because what do? Does this mean that Jamal Musiala is not playing anymore? Does that mean that Jamal Musiala will play out of position? Does that mean that then Leon Goretzka is out of the picture? Because that's what has to happen. But then he's going to have to take a more defensive role. And is that something that Bruno Fernandes wants to do? These parts don't seem to be adding up, and it doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense from either party, from Bruno Fernandes, from Manchester United, and certainly from Bayern Munich's perspective.
Bruno Fernandes, listen, well, first of all, the Bayern Munich thing, I just don't get it. It just doesn't fit for me, for all the reasons that Ali and Jules just mentioned. From a Bruno Fernandes perspective, he's the star of the show at Old Trafford. he is the kingpin up in Manchester, or the red part of Manchester anyway, and he wants to see things build around him. From a Manchester United perspective, and we've made a lot of this about their financial issues. Yes, so Jim Radcliffe coming in, maybe inject some cash, but how does that play off with the profit and sustainability regulations? So if he's a sellable asset, and if there is genuine interest, which, again, I'm not 100% certain that there is genuine interest for Bayern Munich, then Manchester United may be tempted. The other aspect to that profit and sustainability is that with 2 years left of his contract, he all of a sudden, the longer we go into that, the more the power rests with Bruno Fernandez and his camp in terms of negotiating. So again, you're already kind of struggling to make, well, to balance the book, so to speak, adding one of your, or increasing the salary of one of your already highest paid players. I'm not sure leans into that either. So it's a little bit of a dangerous game that Bruno Fernandes maybe finds himself in and sees this as taking some control of it.
Just a reminder to keep up to date with all the latest transfer news. There's going to be a lot, isn't there? As always, throughout the summer, check out Transfer Talk over on our website.